Hi, YouTubers. Long time no see and hear. And cue the clock. It's 11 o'clock in the evening here. Thought I'd do a quick YouTube and say hello to everybody. Haven't done that for a while. I had some company. My mother-in-law came out here. I think I'll just wait for that to finish donging. Ah, there we go. My mother-in-law came out for about 3 weeks. So during that time and the chaos and everything else going on, I decided it was best just to not even try to do any videos, but just to put them on hold until I had the house back to myself. On Tuesday this last week, my wife and daughter flew back to Pennsylvania with my mother-in-law, and they plan on spending about 45 days out there, or at least a little over a month anyway, because it's not really 45 days. And they plan on doing some visiting. So at the end of the month, I'll be going out there as well to see them for about a week and a half. And then I fly back and go back to work. And then my wife goes to Colorado to see my side of the family and spend some nice time in the cooler state of Colorado until, she might not come back until August or September. So I'm bacheloring it for 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 months. So it's just me. Isn't that exciting? All the things that you always wanted to do and never had the time to do it, and I've got all the time in the world now. I was joking around with my coworker the other day. I said, well, you know what it'll be like. The first couple days it'll be, woohoo, freedom! No 2-year-old running around screaming and hollering. And no one else to worry about but myself. You're bachelor again, single. I know within 2 or 3 weeks you'll probably be seeing me. Oh, my wife's gone. I'm lonely. I miss her. Yeah, that's probably how it'll be. I expect anyway. But the last couple days have been pretty good. I'm doing a lot of house cleaning and straightening things up. I can't stand a cluttered house. And as many of you probably know, when you have a small child, you don't have a choice. There is no such thing as an uncluttered, clean home when you've got a small child, even multiple children. Luckily, I've just got one. So anyway, a couple days ago, I posted the very last chapter of The Adventures of Prince Edmund. I hope that y'all enjoyed that. And I'd like to reiterate and remind that story was something that I wrote back when I was about 14 years old, and that was probably a 3rd or 4th revision that actually got written back when I was started, probably about when I was about 11 or 12 years old. It just kind of grew and grew and grew. I've been thinking about that lately. I've been trying to start something new. I haven't written something in so long, and I've set up my computer numerous times and started typing out stuff, and I've probably got about 6 different short storylines, all started anywhere from a half page to 2 or 3 pages of these great ideas. I don't know if they're great or not, but that I keep running into these roadblocks. I just stumbling like brain cramp. I keep thinking, what's wrong? Why can't I figure this stuff out? And this is my theory. When I was a kid, I was a dreamer. I thought about all kinds of what ifs, what could be's. I had all kinds of ideas just flowing out of me. All of this stuff. When I used to write stories before, I'd sit down at my really old Osborne and I'd just start to type. And I would knock out stuff in a night, 2 nights, a weekend, pages and pages. That entire story of the Prince Edmund, I think I wrote that in a series of about 3 days. Just sitting at my computer, it would come out. I would sit there literally with assignments for English or whatever class that I was doing it for, and it was as if the story just took on its shape, and all I was these, I'd say 10 fingers typing, but because of my handicap, I only type with one hand. I set it in the center and just, I can do about 50 words a minute. But it just seemed like the stories would just take shape and they just go. Yeah, it used to be I just think of a subject and just start writing, and everything would just kind of come together. Now I try to write, I kind of think of stuff. I don't know if I'm too analytical. I don't know if it's because I don't dream in fantasy. I'm so grounded in what I think is reality, or what my life is, and as an adult I just don't have the creative juices I used to. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I know there are plenty of adults out there with lots of creativeness and lots of talent. Otherwise, we would have really dull stuff out there. Surely, I've just got to figure out a way to unlock that potential to try and just get something going again. So that's why I keep trying to think of something, but haven't been too successful. Maybe one of these days I'll just throw out some of my attempts, just see what catches somebody's eye, for anybody who even watches. But somebody must be watching. I have a lot of new subscribers. I'm up to 66 subscribers. Woohoo! I must be doing something. Hopefully they're subscribing because they like what they hear. And I realize too that I sometimes get some negative comments, and I don't mind them. I realize that in a great diverse world that we live in, nobody agrees with everything, and no matter what your opinion is, and this should be a law, like Newton's law or law of gravity, something like that. It's a law that no matter what your opinion is, no matter there will be always somebody out there who disagrees with something that you have to say. You absolutely cannot say anything that everyone in the world would ever agree with. There will always be the potential for disagreement because there are so many people out there and there's so much diversity. I mean, if we were all the same and we all liked the same things and we all agreed on the same things, then it would be a very vanilla world, and I wanted it. So I'll keep this short because I've rambled enough, and we'll get this posted and out there. Hopefully I'll get some views from some of my new subscribers. For those of you who are new subscribers, I appreciate any comments that you put out there, and I enjoy talking to you guys. So I hope you like what I had to say. I'm trying to think of something new to do for the summer while I'm by myself. So if anybody has any ideas, I thought about setting up, since I've got a lot of subscribers in regards to my Linux ramblings. Maybe I ought to start doing some Linux things on the side since I don't have any distractions to keep me away. I don't know if I've mentioned this. My parents live in town here in Arizona too, but they're getting ready to leave tomorrow to head up to Colorado for 3 or 4 months as well. So and my sister, I don't know what she's doing this summer after school's out. She's a school teacher. But it's going to be the first time that I've been absolutely alone for a long time. With not even someone just to call up and say, hey, let's go do something. This will be interesting. Oh well. I've still got all of you guys out there in YouTube land. You'll be able to spend some time watching your videos, commenting, and vice versa. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll chat with you soon. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, arrivederci. Whatever you're having, have it, and enjoy it. Bye.